Hi, I'm Paul Neurath. I founded Looking Glass, which was an indie studio. The first game that we developed was Underworld, a groundbreaking fantasy role-playing game that came out in 1992.
And while most of the games in role-playing, like Ultima's, were made in top-down tile view graphics, it was Paul Neurath and his team that sat down and said, we can make a virtual world where the computer is not only the game master, but to where it is visualized in beautiful three-dimensional graphics. We can create a user interface that is more natural with a mouse than it was with a lot of those other games were with purely keyboard, and Underworld was born.
At Looking Glass, we went on to explore the genre in some different ways. System Shock, which was a science fiction take using many of the same approaches. Later Thief, which was using stealth, a take on that same sort of approach. But we also influenced other game designers who were creating games like Deus Ex, BioShock, Skyrim. So we really created this whole new genre of immersive gameplay combined with this emergent improvisational element that empowered the player to, create their own story with this interactive media.
Underworld's approach to game systems and simulation is central to our philosophy of keeping things in the player's hands, giving up authorship for ourselves and giving it to you. The other reason I'm excited about working with Otherside on this new Underworld is for the opportunity to take this kind of game forward into the future.
As in the original Underworlds, you're going to be the avatar, a human from this world, magically transported to the fantasy realm of Underworld. And all the game's going to take place underground. We want that real pure sense of immersion in this deep, dark, labyrinth space. Also from the original Underworlds, we're going to take forward the concept of factions. The Dark Elves, the Dwarves, and the Shamblers. And these three factions, they all vie for control of the Underworld, and there's tension between them. And by the time the player comes in, they're almost at outright war. You can resolve in different ways depending on player choice. And so there's a whole dynamic between the factions that the players can use and really create a living, breathing environment and ecology that respond to what the player does.
We're going to give you a character creation system that you can improvise with as much as with any of our other systems in the game. And you can combine elements to craft your own approach to building your persona in the game that reflects the way that you want to solve problems. Yes, we want to extend the kinds of things that we do with physics simulation and AI and other simulated systems. We're also looking at other opportunities that were cut short when Looking Glass closed its doors.
So why bring Underworld back now? Well, it so happens that Underworld and Underworld 2, the publisher put them in the deepest vault and they were gone for a generation. But only now we're able to find a way to bring it back out as an indie studio, as Otherside.
Crowdfunding gives us the opportunity to bring this kind of game back.
We can take creative risks that the big publishers wouldn't be comfortable doing.
To move the state of the craft forward.
We're not afraid to experiment. We did it at Looking Glass, we're going to do it again at Otherside.
If you're as excited as we are about some of these ideas, we're going to need your help to realize them.
Each week going forward during the Kickstarter, we're going to reveal some new aspect where we're innovating, where we're pushing forward. And we'd like to invite you to join us on this journey to try to reinvent, yet again, the fantasy role-playing genre.
With your help, we'll make this happen.
We don't know exactly how it's going to come out, but it's going to be a blast.